Greetings, model maniacs. It's Panzerman Bill, Panzerman's Bunker, coming to you with Blog 6 of the Kursk diorama, or the glorious demise of Tiger R23 diorama. Oh! Alright, fellas, I'm on to the 72nd scale portion of the force perspective diorama. I decided doing Kursk, one of the premier tanks the Germans brought out was the Ferdinand. So I decided to incorporate that into the diorama to make it more factually accurate. That's right, Bill, make it more accurate. Jawohl, Herr, bring in the Ferdinand. Jawohl. Shut up. Alright, used the old Italeride kit, 72nd scale, but this is the Elephant, so I had to do a little bit of backdating to make it a Ferdinand. As you can see, Grendel got a hold of the box. Oh! Grendel chewing the box. Oh, hope it didn't hurt the plastic. Started with the lower hull, easy, just slap it together. Sides, like flat pack. The bogie suspension parts are all molded to the one sides. Not too complicated. Assembled the drive sprockets, front and rear, and then the driver's compartment bulkhead with the radio there. The gun itself is pretty nice with the kit. Come with a nice trunnion and cradle, and all I really had to do here was just drill out the barrel. Alright, to backdate it, this is what got into it. Since this kit represents the Elephant, it had two round hatches on the top, but the Ferdinand had a square hatch for like the commander. So I'm filed off the ring. Filed off the ring and started filing down the nub right there. Here I am. I drew out the square hatch, the correct square hatch for the Ferdinand, and started drilling it out so I could cut it out. If you look up there, I actually got it I actually got the new hatch put in and everything. Now the crazy thing is with this kit, it gives you some partial interior for the driver's compartment and the fighting compartment, but they don't have any open hatches for the driving compartment. So that's stupid. Why even give you the interior detail if you can't even see the crap? So of course I had to drill out these hatches and replace them. Very, very stupid. Alright, here I am right here. The new hatches are put in for the driver's compartment so that you can see down in there. Got the visors and vision visor ports right here and the hatch here. For the driver's compartment, since it was pretty complete, all I had to do is add some pedals, some gear shifts, and actual control mechanisms, fire extinguisher on the wall, and some boxes. I did have to add a firewall that was missing right here, and then some storage boxes and some seats that were missing on one side, and the actual, since this was a electric diesel or gas electric hybrid, the actual electric gears were down in these wells they didn't include in the kit. Oh shoot, what'd I do? There we go. So adding some missing detail, because I'm going to have these hatches open like you see right here. The new hatch is in place, some details in there, and I actually drilled out the rear hatch right here. This was solid. I had to make a new hatch for the back here so you could look in and see the detail I did. So that's all the modifications I did. And of course there was no bow machine gun. That's right, that's what really screwed this tank up there in Kursk. Them damn Ruskies was swarming all over these tanks and prying them open and killing the crews. Didn't have no machine gun to protect it. And then later it was called the Elephant with the machine gun. Oh! And a new hatch. Oh! You too crazy, Bill, too crazy. Alright, here's the tank. Oh! Got it so that it's knocked out. The front tread's been hit. The fender's been knocked up and everything. The tread's broken, so it's immobilized. Plus I got a shell hit right here, hitting the interior, busting through and igniting. The crew had long bailed out and took off after it had been hit. It's shiny because I put some decals on it and doing some weathering on it. But I think I did a pretty good job. If you look in there, you can see all the detail I added. think it turned out pretty good, the paint job and everything. Of course, you can see down into the interior with the driving compartment. But she's going to look good on the diorama. She'll be knocked out in the battlefield. This is an iconic tank for Kursk, so I had to have it. Had to incorporate it in the diorama. That's right, Bill. You must have the diorama according to your specifications. Yeah. Throw some dull coat on her and maybe a little bit of weathering, a little bit more weathering on and some dull coat, and it'll be ready to go into the diorama. Alright, fellas, the blogs will be coming fast and furious because I got a show coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend, so I got to have the diorama done by then. It's the AMPS Nationals. So I'm going to take this to the AMPS Nationals, the Force Perspective. So the blogs will be coming fast and furious the next couple days. Alright, everybody, keep building, keep having fun. It's Panzerman Bill of Panzerman's Bunker saying, Auf Wiedersehen, mein Damen und Herren. Woo! Waka waka. See you, fellas. Tschüss. Mein Gott in Himmel und Scheist. This is going to be an addendum to the Blog6. Forgot these photos were in here, fellas. So I'm going to add this on. See, the detail I added to the interior, the actual casement, the battle casement right here. They got the proper ammo racks along the sidewalls. The kit has wrong ammo storage, so I had to scratch build these. Some conduit boxes, and of course, you look real closely right here, I got MP40s right next to the rear hatch, and then more of the detail of the rear hatch. Alright. There's a better shot of the storage boxes and the electric drive motors I added. There it is painted up. I wanted you to be able to see this. So you can barely see it once it's together, but there's the driver's compartment all painted up. And then the fighting compartment. But I want you guys to be able to see this. There's the hatches all painted up. And that's what it looks like with some ammo rounds hanging in there. And of course, the scorch mark for where the shell came through after the crew had long been gone. Shells were hung. You're looking at the thing sitting upside down, so the shells were pointed with the warhead tipped down towards the bottom on a cushion. Alright, fire extinguisher on the wall. Oh, that'll be the next update. Alright, fellas, sorry about that. That was an addendum. It was my brain fart. Keep building, keep having fun. Talk to you later. Bill Hurd out. Tschüss, baby.